Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP Army. Appreciate all the love. Let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with the crypto markets right now. Apologize, we were unable to make an update for you guys a little earlier. Of course, last night usually is when I do talk, but again, we're not skipping a day. We're back on schedule. Like I said earlier, we're going to take a closer look and see what is happening with the market. So if you hold XRP or even other coins right now, you do want to be paying very close attention to. So if you're looking at the last 24 hours, we have seen a major pullback for multiple coins across the board. You can see this for yourself. A major liquidation day for the crypto markets. Like I said, we're going to take a closer look and see what is happening. But again, time and time out, I want you guys to focus on how XRP is holding up, because of course XRP is going to go down with the broader market, but it's holding better than the broader market, down about 1.8% compared to a lot of other coins that are down 5 to 6% depending on which one you're looking at. XRP's price $2.87, down 3.2% in USD and about 1.1% in Bitcoin comparative. The valuation $171.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume has gone through the roof, currently sitting at a staggering $10 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So got some key things to be keeping an eye out for. So first and foremost, over $1.8 billion was liquidated in the last 24 hours, with about $1.65 billion from long positions. That is madness. And look what Raoul Powell says. I want you guys to look what Raoul Powell says. Same thing happens all the time. The crypto market is focused on a big breakout, gets leveraged long ahead of it. It fails at first attempt. So everyone gets liquidated. Only then does the actual breakout occur, leaving everyone sidelined. And this is why I show you guys and I talk to you guys about this on a continuous basis. You want to stay away from leverage trading platforms or leverage trading in general. If you are interested in crypto, if you've done your due diligence research, then I would suggest you to actually spot buy rather than leverage, because these types of moves, the one that we have seen, which of course I will show you guys on the charts, can wipe your positions out. But take a look at the spot Bitcoin ETF. Saw 886.6 million to almost $900 million in net inflows last week, while Ethereum added almost close to that, which again tells you that inflows are still coming in hot. But take a look at this. U.S. lawmakers are urging the SEC to implement Trump's executive order that would allow 401ks retirement plans to include Bitcoin and other investments. And on that note, remember, guys, remember this. Let me actually pull that out. Where is this? $7.7 trillion is sitting in money market funds, meaning, money pretty much sitting sidelines, that could go into riskier assets. And I think as we see more rate cuts, this money is going to start to go back into the equity market as well as the crypto market, because, crypto market now has gone through a huge phase, where you're seeing traditional side of, investment coming into this new emerging space. And I think a lot of this is going to actually, flow into crypto, believe it or not. $7.7 trillion, that's not a small number by any means, meaning more money is parked into less riskier assets. And I think this will switch once you do see more rate cuts happening. I think we're going to see this money flowing in to other riskier investments. But keep in mind, even though we're seeing manipulation right now, obviously this week is quite huge. Tuesday, which is today, Fed Chair Powell speech. Wednesday, August new sales home data. Thursday, U.S. quarter to 2025 GDP data, August existing home sales data, and Friday, August PCE inflation data. So again, a big week. Expect some volatility, and I think we have seen that, of course. So after a massive $75 million XRP long wipeout, Korea comes back on with the net inflows at about $9 million. But take a look at this. Ripple unveiled the next phase of institutional DeFi on XRP with 1 billion plus stablecoin volume, live compliance tools, and an upcoming native lending protocol. So big things happening still, but we have seen a wipeout, which of course we want to kind of keep in mind and see what's really happening. If you're looking at the price, if you're looking at dominance saw a major breakout. We went up to 59% for the first time pretty much since August 22nd. So literally a month ago. Last time the dominance was this high was 1 month ago. So we've seen a major sharp wick towards the upside. You shouldn't really be surprised at this because of course Bitcoin literally saw a major pullback, and like I said, manipulation, of course, market makers stepping in. A lot of longs were piling in, and this is where you do see those market makers stepping in, and we did see quite a sharp pullback for Bitcoin. If you want to put this into perspective, looking at about a 4% move towards the downside, but look where we got supported at. You can't make this up anymore. 111,800, significant support for us, almost at 112. So BTC still ranging around here. We're not out of the woods yet now, because we're back below our confirmation zone, but I strongly believe this is due to manipulation to shake out all the longs piling up. So as of now, obviously we would love to see the price rebounding back above 115, but we got to keep this factor in mind. As far as XRP price is concerned, obviously if you're expecting XRP is not going to react to this, I hope you guys understand XRP is definitely going to react to this. And we were sitting very close to $2.97, but look at this major wick towards the downside, $2.68, retesting some of the levels we haven't seen since the beginning of July, but significant amount of support, still in the 23.6 fib zone, but that's not what I want you guys to focus on. Let's say your buy orders were placed in. Believe it or not, I know some people are going to be like, well, none of our buy orders were placed in around here, but believe it or not, some people, place, some dollar cost averaging orders at some of these key support levels in case, the price were to wick towards the downside. And if you did get in, you did see XRP go up about 8%, and you're pretty much creeping up back to where it was, so holding really nicely. Again, I know a lot of people are going to focus more on XRP's price going down, but completely forget what has happened with Bitcoin. But that's what I want you guys to remember. Bitcoin has seen a retracement, longs got liquidated, and that is playing a major impact on the broader market. But so far so good for XRP, still in the 23.6 fib zone. Like what I'm seeing here, we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and remember, as always, if you've done your due diligence research and have invested what you can afford to lose, then patience is your number one key to follow. With that being said, we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.